Hey guys, what's up, it's iFlynn here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to farm Limbo Prime in Warframe. He just came out yesterday. I already have him because I bought Prime Access. Expect like a first look at the Prime Access coming tomorrow after you guys learn how to farm the guy. I'll probably talk a little bit about farming him in tomorrow's video too. But just for you guys who are eager to farm Limbo Prime, I'm going to show you guys how to go out of your way to get the relics and, use the relics to get the guy, right? So the easiest way to find out where the relics are for Limbo Prime, the Destreza Prime, and the Pyrana Prime is by going to your codex and then going to Universe, then going to Relics and Arcanes, and literally type in the name of the thing that you want to find up in the top left-hand corner. So in this case, Limbo Prime, right? So we type in Limbo, and you see that, one of each part drops from each of the relics, right? So we need one Lif, we need one Mesa, we need one Neo, we need one Axie. So you're going to have to be farming in pretty diverse locations, right? So for Lif relics, and this goes for all of the relics that we're going to be talking about in today's video, for Lif relics, you're going to want to be farming on the Auric and Derelict defense. Now to get that, you go out of here, you go to the market, you type in Aurican in the top left hand corner, and you type in Derelict, Auric and Derelict defense. Go ahead, get that key, play the mission, stay for like, 10 waves. I think it's 10 waves, not too sure, can't remember. I haven't played this in a very long time, but stay for like 10-15 waves. I would recommend 15 because you're also going to get muteless LV nav coordinates, so I would do 15 waves to maximize every single run. 15 waves, back out, recreate it, replay it again. I would recommend bringing AoE damage frames like Ember, Equinox, Saren, Banshee to kind of speed up the process. Equinox is probably best, especially if you're actively playing, because you can store up a lot of damage and basically nuke entire waves. Same with Resonating Quake Banshee, you can do the exact same thing, and that's going to be like a theme that you're going to notice in today's video as well, whenever I'm recommending a certain tile set, right? So using AoE damage frames, usually the way to go, at least whenever you're farming up the relics, unless you're playing an interception mission, okay? So that's how you get the Lif relics. Next up is the Mesa Relics. Now the Mesa Relics, you're going to want to get those from Io on Jupiter, and I'm also going to recommend playing Equinox again. And the reason that I recommend Equinox is because you can literally spawn kill enemies using the build that I use with your Equinox, right? So you stay 10 waves here, and the Equinox build that I'm going to show you in today's video will literally allow you to stay in one spot in the middle of the map and spawn kill every single enemy because of the slash damage that you applied in them. It's going to eat away their health like behind their shields because it is versus Corpus here. So it's even better, like bonus points, if you're able to play a relic mission on any of these nodes that I'm about to show you. So Io and Jupiter, if there is a Void Fisher mission there, I'd recommend playing it. Same with if there's one on Xenia on Eris, which is where you're going to go to farm up your Neo and Axie relics. Except Xenia and Eris is an interception mission, and you're going to want to play it a little bit differently. You're going to be playing that very defensively. You're going to be using crowd control frames like Nova, Vauban, Frost, etc. And then that'll make it extremely easy. Limbo is probably one of the best for this actually, because you can put your bubble down, press your 2, and any enemy that walks in is completely frozen. The great thing about Xenia is you can actually solo it as well with any frame that can put enemies to sleep. It'll make it rather easy. Same with any invis frame. These are just very easy nodes to farm up off the relics, implying you know what you're doing, okay? So, like I said here, this is an infested interception. Just bring crowd control frames and you should be good to go. I'm going to jump and show you guys the Equinox build that I recommend, and also a Limbo build that I recommend for just, basically playing in these missions, right? So, Equinox, this is the build that I would recommend whenever you're playing Auric and Derelict defense, and also Io and Jupiter. It covers pretty much the entire map, and the drain is Omega Low. So basically all you have to do is store up all the damage and then re-release it on the next wave, and then there you go. You're flying through those waves extremely fast. If you really wanted to form a little bit more, you could go ahead and throw on Umbral Intensify if you happen to have it, and then you can deal even more damage, and then you could probably scale a little bit further. But for the meantime, this is a pretty basic standard build, only requires 2 Forma, and it's going to spawn kill all those enemies and make farming on Io and Jupiter basically a breeze, okay? So next up is a Limbo build, and the Limbo build that I'm going to be showing you, I believe, let me see if they're the exact same, but it's this config C1, and it's just about having as much range as possible, and having a decent bit of duration, so you can put down a massive bubble, press your 2, and keep enemies completely CC'd within that bubble, okay? So it's really straightforward. You're just basically freezing them in one spot, and this is going to cover maybe 2 points in the interception. Wouldn't recommend using this in defense. If you're going to be using Limbo in defense, use this build right here. This build is a lot better because it's a smaller bubble, duration lasts longer, and it's just overall less annoying for your team to play in. So yeah, there's pretty much that. But other than that, that is really it whenever it comes to the frames. Anything else you can pretty much pick up. Like, I also have a frost build for interception too. Like, I just use chilling globe, and I put 4 globes, 1 in each point for interception. And any enemy that walks in has a 50% chance to be frozen, which is also really cool. That's if you don't have Limbo, you can use Sleep Bar or Ivara, Sleep Equinox. I think I also have a Sleep Equinox build. Let's just go ahead and check it out. Even use Gara. Anything that basically zones the enemies off from getting to the interception points is going to be what you want to use, right? So here's a Sleep Equinox build. This is what I use for focus farming on Adaro as well. So if you want to copy this here. But yeah, like it's literally just all about, if you're playing Oregon Derelict defense or Iowan Jupiter, it's about killing as much as possible, as fast as possible, because the faster you kill, then, you know, the faster you're going to get your relics. And you stay for an ODD, like I said, you can do 15 waves or you can do 10 waves. It's up to you. And in IO Jupiter, you do 10 waves and you extract, and then you rinse and repeat. And then on interception, you want to be doing 4 waves, because you're going to get Neo relics for rotation A. And then on B and C, you're going to get Axie relics, right? So it just makes sense. And these are like the places with the highest drop chance. Of course, there's other places that you can farm as well. So for example, lift relics, if you don't have the resources to craft Oregon Derelict defense keys. Spear on Mars is also a pretty good defense. You use the exact same Equinox build, or any AoE damage dealing frame, like, you know, like I mentioned beforehand, Saren, Banshee, Equinox, whatever, and then you'll get through these missions extremely fast. And then that is pretty much it. You farm up all the relics. So let's just go ahead and take a look at all of the relics again. We go to Universe, we go to Relics, we type in Limbo. So we can see that on the Axie L2, that's our Neuroptics. And then on the Neo L1 is our Chassis. On the Mesa Z1, it is our Blueprint. And then on the Lift B3, it is our Systems, okay? So this is your common part. This is your uncommon part. And these two are your rare parts. So you're going to be wanting to save up Void Traces to refine Axie L2 and Neo L1, and maybe your Meso Z1. If you refine your Meso Z1, you're going to have a pretty high chance to get your Limbo Prime Blueprint. And that's where I would recommend starting, because once you have the Blueprint, it's going to make it easy for you to track whenever you have, you know, your systems and your chassis, your neuroptics and whatnot. So yeah, so moving on. We go back in, we take a look at the Pyrana. So, free relics here. So we have Axie K free for the, what is it? Pyrana Prime Receiver. Okay, awesome. Lift P1 for the Pyrana Prime Blueprint. And then we have a Neo V7 for the Pyrana Prime Borrow. So the Neo one is your common. This here one is your rare. So it's the Blueprint on your lift. And then you have your Axie K free, which is your receiver. So I would maybe recommend refining these two. So this one you get from ODD, this one you get from Xenion Eris, and same with this one, you get it from Xenion Eris. And then if we go ahead and take a look at the Destreza, which we type in, Destreza, there you go. So it's another free relics. Axio free is your handle, so don't bother refining that one. Meso D2 is your blade. Go ahead and refine this one. You get this one from IO Jupiter. And then Neo B5 is your blueprint, which you're going to get from Xenion Eris. So pretty awesome, pretty straightforward. I would recommend forming if the part that you're looking for, or not forming, sorry, refining if the part that you're looking for is a uncommon or a rare. And then that way you're going to get the highest chance. So what I would recommend is get a speed vault, get a spin to win melee, jump into a capture or an exterminate void relic mission, and then just, you know, spin the win, get all of your traces up, get like whatever your max trace amount is, and then refine the ones that you need. And do it one by one. So, you know, if you don't bother refining all of your relics all at the one time, do it one by one. So run the refined relic, come back to your ship. If you didn't get it, refine it again. And in that way, you're saving up all of your traces and, you're maximizing your chances to get it. Also running with a grip who's doing a rad share in your recruiting chat. That's also good. You can join my Discord. We have a recruiting channel in there, which you can join and rad share with other people, maybe talk to people in my clan and stuff like that. Rad share is basically where everyone has the exact same relic and you're all making a radiant version, so you all have a pretty good chance at getting the parts that you want. But other than that, that is pretty much it. Limbo Prime access, I'll have a video coming out for a first look at that soon, as well as build videos for Limbo Prime, Pyrana Prime, and the Destreza Prime. I think that it's a pretty solid Prime access. Have a little bit of thoughts and opinions on the Limbo changes, the fact that he had his 2 duration basically halved, and they also made it so that your bullets are no longer frozen. There's a few I guess not concerns, but just a few little nitpicks that I have with it that I'll talk about in my actual Limbo Prime build video, I guess. But yeah, like I said, other than that, enjoy farming Limbo Prime. I'll be live on Friday from 9 a.m. BST up until 5 p.m. BST, probably farming up more relics. So if you still want to farm them, join in there, twitch.tv/iFlynn, and we shall farm up some Limbo Prime. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that like button below. And if you want to see more Warframe content from me, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.